Did you know it is vital that we take account of how our bodies, minds, and emotions are treated on a day-to-day basis? This week's episode of Taste Test Live is sponsored in part by Inner Court Holistic Day Spa, a wellness escape that specializes in a variety of holistic treatments ranging from Swedish table massage, yoni vaginal steaming, lipomassage, facial pampering, ear candling, and more. Personalize your peace inside the Inner Court by visiting Inner Court Holistic Day Spa at www.innercrt.com or by calling 904-444-7286. This week's episode of Taste Test Live is also brought to you in part by our audio sponsor, WJCT 89.9 FM. WJCT is the NPR member public radio station in Jacksonville, Florida. The station has been on air since 1972 and airs NPR news and talk during the week and a mix of news, talk, eclectic music on the weekends. Want to help WJCT? Visit their website today at wjct.org to find out how you can be a part of community-supported public broadcasting. If you like Taste Test and you want to keep the music digestion sessions going every week and get some exclusive bonus content, stick around afterwards for details. But first, let's start the show. Have a taste. Hey, what's jazzin'?
What's jazzin'?
It's time for Taste Test Live. I am Damian Lamar, producer and radio host of Taste Test, the very diverse mix show which has a focus on redefining urban radio. The show airs weekly on WJCT 89.9 FM, North Florida's NPR station. Taste Test is a 1-hour music program that airs weekly on Saturdays and Tuesday nights at 11 o'clock Eastern, 8 Pacific. I'm very happy to be back with another week of music news, artist updates, new releases, and FUN fun. Joining me in Studio One is my co-host, Blue Francois Extraordinaire.
Yes. What's
Welcome
up,
back,
everybody?
Blue. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How's your week, man?
It's been good, man. Productive.
Yes, the start of the week.
Productive.
How is Mercury retrograde affecting you?
Hey, man, it's getting the best of me.
Is it?
Yeah, but I keep fighting back.
You are. Don't fight back.
Don't fight back.
Just
let it happen.
get in the flow and just let it. Yeah, just let it ride. It'll be over soon. Yeah, like maybe about another 10 days.
Okay.
Actually, 9 days or so.
9 days. Okay.
Blue, can you take a few moments and tell our first-time listeners what Taste Test Live podcast is all about?
On Taste Test Live podcast, you'll hear what we call music digestion sessions. Each week, we feature artist interviews, awesome backstories, and feature exclusive songs from our guests.
Yeah, and our goal is to keep our podcast listeners and subscribers happy by offering new and fresh content. And if you want to get in touch with us, we advise you to go to our website. If you got an upcoming single, new album, documentary, you want to just drop by to share what you're working on, how can they do that, Blue?
You can do that by heading over to our website at tastetest.live. Head over there to our contact page and complete the form to be on the show.
Yeah, and we mean that. So we're looking for new guests. We're actually actively booking into June, if you can believe it. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. So I think it's time to jump right into this week's next segment, which is called
Woo, woo, put this in your mouth. Woo, woo, put this in your mouth. Y'all should ask me what was the inspiration for that.
Okay, what was the inspiration for that?
DMX.
Okay. I like it. So he was on your mind this week?
He was on my spirit this week, man.
What's up with DMX anyway?
You know, he got out of jail.
Okay, so that's the first topic of discussion. DMX is out
of jail, yeah, and he's touring, doing shows.
Really? So he gets out of jail, does shows. Really?
Yeah, you got to pay back child support. You got to, you know, he was in a rehab. He was in rehab, and then when he got out, he went straight to jail. He did a couple months, but now he's doing good. He looks healthy. I've seen some videos. Yeah.
Like, did he put on weight?
You know, just a little bit of weight, but he looks very healthy.
Okay, that's good.
So,
so he's probably been eating right.
Yeah.
Hopefully a plant-based diet in jail. I don't know if they do that. No, okay. Yeah. I hope I'll never have to find out. So.
Yeah. So,
anyway, what's the first item of discussion? I think
you take the lead on that one.
Yeah, this is interesting, and I didn't know they were going to do this, but there's a new biopic coming out. And according to Singer's Room, Jennifer Hudson is going to be playing Aretha Franklin in this biopic. So she just did a tribute concert to Aretha on CBS, and it was called Aretha, a Grammy Celebration Queen of Soul. And according to the deadline, the Oscar and Grammy winner will be starring in this biopic that's slated to hit theaters in 2020.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
She has the lungs to pull it off, but as far as acting, she has a very laid back. So I have to really see. I
think Aretha was a little laid back. I mean, she was a little bit of a diva. She could have been catty.
Yeah, no.
She okay.
I don't know if you remember, but Patti LaBelle and Aretha used to have cat fights.
Yeah.
They didn't have internet, but they used to have cat fights verbally.
Oh yeah.
And it would be like two grandmas arguing.
So speaking of which, because of course this deadline reported that the Grammy celebration at the Queen of Soul,
right?
Aretha Franklin, not Aretha Franklin. Patti LaBelle actually did one of Aretha Franklin's songs, so she came out and did it, and it was, to me, when I was watching it, I was like, okay, that was kind of, it was weird to me.
Yeah.
Because I knew they had beef, and then Patti kept saying, "We love you, Aretha." She kept saying, "We love you."
It didn't seem genuine, right?
It seemed like she was being genuine, but. Like, why didn't you say that while she was live? Why did you wait until the lady died to say you love her?
She didn't do that. Yeah,
we're all here for you. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about Jennifer Hudson playing the role. I thought she did really great in Dreamgirls, and I know she's probably evolved.
She seems stiff to me in that. Have you seen Dreamgirls with Jamie Foxx?
I seen a small piece of it. But,
yeah, she's a good actor, because she was in some other movies that I really like, but she just seemed stiff in Dreamgirls to me.
To you. Okay. Well, speaking of another person that's not stiff, we know this chick ain't stiff at all. According to Fader magazine, Cardi B is actually going to be starring in a stripper film called Hustlers. That's going to be, they begin filming as a matter of fact, a couple of days from now. So by the time the podcast is out, they will begin filming. The cast includes Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu, Keke Palmer, Riverdale's Lily Reinhardt, and Julia Stiles. So Cardi B on the silver screen, stripping.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
do you think the casting went wrong, or is it like? I think she's gonna do very well.
Yeah, I mean,
I really do.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing her act. I want to see if she can really act.
Well, but she danced for years. So.
Oh, did she? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Tell me you joking.
I kid you not. I'm serious. I had no idea. Really?
So you just thought she was just like naturally ghetto?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I thought that was her thing.
She was a dancer, and then she got onto a reality TV show, and then started a rap career.
Okay.
And yeah,
so she's gonna be right in her element then.
Right. But yeah. Davey, I can't believe you didn't know she did. There's like a bunch of videos of her.
I didn't do a lot of back, so all of a sudden I just start seeing everything Cardi B, and I just thought, oh, okay, here's somebody, that's a rapper, female artist, and she's like, she's a New Yorican. I mean, she reminds me of a lot of my New Yorican friends.
Yeah. Oh no, she's genuine. She just, man.
Yeah. Do you like her?
You know what? I like her realness, but if she wasn't a rapper and I was to just know her every day, I'd just be like, I would probably, I can see myself getting upset with her because she say some things that just like pierce the soul for me. I'd just be like,
like what? Give me an example.
Like that video you showed me. Well, I think we talked about it on the show.
Oh, the Periscope. Yeah, the Periscope video where she was being very explicit.
Yeah,
and she didn't really care who her audience was. And I think I made a comment. If you guys go back and listen to a couple weeks ago, I had mentioned something, but she, I know she's impressionable and got a lot of young people listen to her.
Yeah, so she's interesting.
She doesn't have any filter.
No, that's what it is. She don't have none.
That's it, and that's okay, because I think in this day and age, there's a lot of people that don't have filters, and somehow seemingly we either like it or we've grown to accept that this is the new norm.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, that's another topic for another day.
Another day.
Yeah. Okay, so what's happening in new music? Guess what?
What's that? Already?
Tierra Whack.
Yeah.
You know I like Tierra Whack, right?
She's what's up.
So this girl dropped 3 singles in less than a month.
I'm not surprised.
Me either. So do you think that's like a lead-in for something coming, like an album coming, or what do you think?
She's definitely one of those people that do things like it's a system and it means something. So if she's doing that, then it's definitely a lead up to something. She's very like when I first you put me onto her, and then when I looked her up, I was just like, wow, she's dope. But the way that she dropped things and released things is just uncanny to me.
Yeah, and that's cool because I mean you always got to keep it fresh. The singles though, I think the album artwork or the videos to go with the audio, they're very weird.
Yeah, she's out there.
I mean, they're just weird.
She got that hippie
but I like
soul vibe.
Yeah, I mean, at first I like compared her a little bit to like Missy Elliott when she first came out, because Missy is very diverse. You can't put her in a box. You can't really like put a label on her. But I think she's becoming like she's her own entity.
Oh yeah, she's,
for sure. You can't really like,
she's way before her time.
So what else should we put in our mouth this week?
Well, sources from Rolling Stone, they had published that MySpace has lost 50 million songs from 14 million artists. If you uploaded a song, picture, or anything on MySpace before 2015, it is now gone forever.
Okay, so I will ask you a question.
Yes.
Did anybody ever log on to MySpace in like the last 3 years or something?
It's gone. It doesn't matter if you logged on. It's gone. My whole life.
How did that happen?
Well, they said that they was updating the server and making some changes.
And Mercury retrograde happened.
Yeah, and they was transferring. They attempted to transfer all of the music and the pictures and audio, everything, and
Mercury retrograde happened.
Yeah, it got deleted.
Y'all, I'm gonna say this. I talk about this almost week after week, and people don't believe me because they think, oh, he's just, he's so.
It's not real.
It's not real. That's such a conspiracy theory. And if you believe that, well, here's a prime example of technology being affected, just like Facebook and MySpace and Instagram and all this other technology. Don't rely on technology.
Yeah.
It will fool you.
Yeah, it will fool you.
They tell you Mercury retrograde. You write that beautiful email, and you forget to delete that one sentence that's gonna make you look bad. Yeah.
Well,
don't break up with anybody. Don't sign contracts. Yeah. It's real.
It's definitely
so
real.
I'll be glad. It's actually not affecting me this year like I thought it would be. With this particular Mercury retrograde, I'm being indirectly affected by it. So basically everybody else's drama, I see it and I'm like, ooh.
You dodge it.
Ooh, wow. So I just better keep quiet because it's not officially over. So what else is on there?
This week I have a very good friend of mine named Daley Braxton. He's an awesome singer, and he had posted a video of the singer Avant, and there was like saying, oh, he got 6 months to live, and so it became so. From there I noticed that the rumors kept spreading and it went nationwide, and so MediaTakeout.com had confirmed with sources close to his family, and they said they confirmed that the rumors are false, and that he does have lupus, and he changed his diet, so he kind of looks a little older, and he's been going vegan, so his
appearance is affected.
Yeah,
so people begin to speculate,
and he's getting older. That's the thing. He's getting older, but he does. He lost a lot of weight, and he looks. But people had said that he had 6 months to die, so that is not true. That he is. He said he's healthy. He just his appearance doesn't look affected. That's all. Well,
here's to hoping Avant gets better.
Yeah,
because I have a friend that has lupus, and I know what it does. I mean, it just makes you tired and it wears you out and you don't have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And it affects you very similar to people who have fibromyalgia.
Yeah.
So I hope he gets well. And I do hope that he lives well beyond 6 months.
Yeah. I was hoping, I wanted to discuss this with MJ because I was very impressed with some of the stories. Because, ever since we talked about Solange, I was one of those people who became a Solange. I was a recent Solange hater because I was very disappointed but it's starting to grow on me. And so Pitchfork released a story about the collaborators, Key and Kirby, who work with Solange. They said she just happened to just meet and she brought them together and they met together for the first time. Solange brought them together in the studio to work on When I Get Home, and they said it was recorded largely in temporary studios at Airbnbs in LA. Like they would just like go different places and record. And they also, they were saying that it was like she would light candles and they would drink certain kind of waters and the atmosphere. She would try to create this little atmosphere, and they would just record they would just do long 1-2 hour takes, and then they would edit everything later. Like she just was like, while they was playing, talking, planning, they would just record all of that and then they make the cut. So then when I learned that, I was like, oh, that makes sense, because I was just like,
because you said it was like a bunch of interludes.
Have you heard? Hey, have you heard of Solange?
I haven't. I didn't know she came out with anything else.
Yeah, you might want to check it out.
I like the last joint she did though.
But she had she has Tyler the Creator on there. She has people like Gucci Mane. Like she has a lot of people on it, like Metro Boomin. Oh. But if you listen to it, you will not hear their style on there. It's
dope. I gotta check that out.
And so Pitchfork had published that they asked them who helped, they the collaborators for the album. They was asking questions about like how was it like and what was y'all doing, and it said they both said that it was kind of weird, but in a good way. They were just saying like she was trying to set the environment. She was telling them to not just like their input was just do them, and so she
just
recorded
be
that.
So it's very organic, very improvisational.
So so when I learned that, I was like, oh, that makes sense. So now when I go back and hear certain songs, I was just like, oh, okay.
So it was kind of like a jam session that they basically found the best pieces. Like, ooh, this 4 minutes was hot.
Yeah,
let's go ahead and drop this. Okay, I mean, all right.
So
I still think it's weird.
Yeah.
And I like weird girls though.
Yeah,
I got a thing
like
for
her.
weird girls. I do. But when it comes to music, it's a little, I listen and I watch the video. I listened to half of the album and then I watched the 33-minute film in its entirety, and I still felt like it was weird, and I still felt like there was individuals who were on their way and those with the directions that were in the video. Right. Mm-hmm. So halfway through, Devin, like there is this one scene where you see these stars and you see it's like, okay, take I-10 to Interstate 40 and drive north, and then make a left on State Road 60 or something like that, and then drive down to at the end of this dirt road, and it's like, and you'll be fine when you get there. Yeah, that's and then she says, I'll be there in the fall. So she's got some hardcore fans that I already tweeted or something. I'm like, you know what? They're already on their way. As a matter of fact, somebody's camping out there right now. Wow. You can rest assured.
Yeah.
So I hope they live to tell the story.
Yeah.
Shout out to Solange though. I mean,
shout out.
She keeps it fresh and different, and she's her own.
She's not Beyonce though. She's not Beyonce.
No doubt about it. No doubt.
Beyonce is a Beyonce.
You want to elaborate on that?
I know. I just feel like her music is like too commercial now. She's not being herself. Honestly, in my opinion, Beyonce's best performance to me was when she played in what is the movie called?
Cadillac Records.
No, it's older than that. Jeez, what is it called?
Dream
Fighting
Girl?
Temptations.
Oh, Fighting Temptations.
Oh yeah.
The song that she did with Bilal.
I was just gonna say,
that's a great song too.
That was Beyonce. Like she really showed her singing ability, but
because it was
I forgot about that
very
movie. Yeah.
very gospel-esque.
Oh.
But her acting was not great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was very opinionated. I apologize, everybody. What else do we have on deck?
Real quick, South by Southwest was this weekend in Austin, Texas. It's a major festival for major underground and artists. I'm sorry, for major artists and underground artists. Next year, I do plan to go and network and meet people who's on the rise or meet
Let's
people
go.
already out there.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
I have a really, really good friend that is the former ballerina for the Oklahoma City Ballet. And she runs it in Austin.
Really?
Yeah, she and her husband are in the hospitality industry. Shout out to Emily Fine Hayasaki. Yeah, we should go.
Yeah, I
primarily
wanna go.
because they do some amazing things in Austin, and just to be around that technology and music it's a perfect combination. I mean, I think I would levitate if I go to Austin during that period.
Last but not least, I think matter of fact, my girlfriend introduced me to this guy, and then simultaneously the same week you played him. Cautious Clay.
Yes.
Took South by Southwest by storm.
Try saying that too fast. Turn to Southwest by storm. South by Southwest by storm.
Cautious Clay, the far-reaching and breezily soulful project of singer and multi-instrumentalist Josh Carpe appears to be one of the names and attendees that did the NPR Music Tiny Desk there during Austin, and they were saying that his performance on Tiny Desk was probably one of the dopest. They said
I'm excited.
Yeah, so if you
because he's just. When you look at him, it's very unassuming. He looks like another brother, just just some dude that's getting ready to go to the corner store, to pick up a lottery ticket or something, right? I mean, he's like some unassuming dude.
Yeah. They said that.
Have you seen any of his live performances?
I only seen a clip of it because when I read the article, when I was doing when I read the card, I just seen a clip of it before we got here, and I like him as a singer, but I always would just vibe on. Like I never saw him, but that was my first time actually seeing what he looks like, and the way that he controls his band. Like he plays instruments as well, so the way that he sings, like his delivery, like I was very. It was kind of like I'm watching a more like a Anderson pop, but definitely more soulful and art. Because Anderson sings as well.
Yeah.
But he has like that kind of like that style. Like he has that appearance, like very laid back. So I was impressed. But they said that his vocals was like, everybody was talking about his performance on Tiny Desk, and that's why I wanted to bring it up because they say he's definitely going to be one of the rising names in soul and R&B music. So
shout out to Cautious Clay. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, so that will do it for this week of
Put This in Your Mouth. MJ's supposed to be here and did that part for me.
We miss you, MJ. Welcome back to Taste Test Live. I'm Damian Lamar, the host, and I'm sitting here in Studio One with Blue Francois.
That's me.
And this week's guest, longtime friend, multi-instrumentalist, and up-and-coming producer and metaphysical music genius, Devin Way.
Oh man, you putting too much pressure on me.
Not really.
Yeah, boss.
Not really. Let me just tell you one thing about you. For those who don't know who Devin Way is, I don't really have a bio because it's really hard to describe this guy. Devin, you play drums, bass, guitar, piano, and you are a vocalist as well.
Yeah.
Any other instrument that I didn't mention?
No.
Okay. So my first question for you is, you've mastered all these instruments.
No.
Okay.
I'm working on it. I think I've kind of mastered the drums. Because at the end of the day, drums are about making the music feel good. But everything else is pretty fresh. But I'm falling in love with it. So that's the most important part.
Yeah. So passion obviously exists.
Yeah, definitely.
You love passion.
Definitely.
And it comes through in your music. When did you first start playing music? What was it like?
Oh man, I started playing drums at the age of 4, And then I think maybe at 12, 13, I was at the bus stop. This is when Usher Let It Burn came out.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm at the bus stop and I just started singing along with the CD. I'm like, this is when you had CD players back then. I'm like, yo, you can sing a little bit. So from there, I was just, I sung so much John Legend back in middle school. It was ridiculous.
Holla, holla, holla. Okay.
But yeah, so after that, at 15, Kia Nicole actually had me play drums for her band. And it's been a full-time career since then. I'm now about to be 25, so 10 years.
Okay. 10 years in the game, 25. As they say. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm old.
Oh, you're not old.
Yeah, because I remember when you were born.
That doesn't make you old.
Yes, it does. I remember your dad, man. And I keep, week after week, I think I say this all the time because it's just probably one of the most profound quotes. And when you see people's children, especially people that you know, and like I knew your father very well. That was my god brother. Like we grew up cutting yards together. I mean, we be fighting and just acting crazy. I watched him very much like you play the drums and then move to the organ.
Wow.
And Erykah Badu has a quote, and she always says that her children are an improvement on the design. And I can look at you and I can see that you are an improvement on your father's design. You're an improvement on your mother's design.
Who's his father?
Gerald Dinkins.
Oh, that's your dad?
Yeah, you know him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
from church though, just know him.
Shout out to Gerald Dinkins. I hope he's listening. I think he will be. It's just amazing to watch you grow, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It, so, gosh, so 10 years as a drummer, and then you picked up, what was your first instrument after picking up drums?
Keys. I messed around with it actually before 15. And just we had this little toy keyboard at the crib. So I would just kind of play around with it. But actually when my dad went to prison, I just took on the responsibility of playing at my granddad's church. I just sat there late at night, just trying to figure stuff out. I wasn't learning the right way per se, but
you learned your way.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked. So I started with keys first, and I think I started bass maybe 2 years ago. My buddy Will Montgomery got me wanting to play bass because he's super killing drummer and dope bass. He actually sings too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
could you help get him on here as well?
I can make that happen.
All right. Okay.
So it started with keys, bass, and then as of a year and a half ago, guitar came along. When I really started digging Prince and getting tattoos of his symbol and stuff.
So you like Prince?
Oh man.
Yeah, he make it known.
Okay. So if I recall, there was something that happened to you. Would you like to share that story?
Oh, sure. So I think I may have taken a break the last 2 weeks, but every night I watch Purple Rain before I go to sleep. And so, 6-7 months ago, I started learning about lucid dreams or whatever. So this particular night, I drank some tea I get from Midnight Sun. It's called Lucid Dreamer. And watching Purple Rain, I fall asleep and I have a lucid dream with Prince, but he's not on the guitar. He's actually on the drums. And I was on the guitar. We were at my granddad's church about to jam. And it was just so real. I just didn't know what to say.
So wait. Prince was in a church.
Was in the church.
Playing drums.
And
man. You were playing his guitar or yours?
I'm not really sure.
Not sure. What did it feel like?
It felt so real, dude. It was.
I need to try that. What's that again? Lucid Dreamer?
Lucid Dreamer. Yeah.
Lucid Dreamer. Midnight Sun is a store in the 5 Points district of Jacksonville.
Shouts out to Midnight Sun.
Yeah. Okay.
It's super dope.
So describe what else happened in the dream.
I mean, that was pretty much it. It was just he was come on, let's jam. And I think it scared me so much that I woke up. And I've been trying to get back to that dream since then.
To continue it.
Yeah, man.
The continuation of it. Do you recall anything that you guys played? What was it, fast, slow? I mean,
no, we didn't even get to playing because I was just standing there looking shocked.
Wow.
He's actually one of the few people. I really wish I'd have met him, before all of that foolishness happened. My homie, he's not my homie, but his old bass player, Mono Neon.
Oh yeah,
that dude, you can tell he spent a lot of time with Prince.
Oh my God.
That guy is.
You know, I just found out recently, one of my friends, a really good friend of mine, longtime friend, and I've known him as long as I've known your dad, Rockman Johnson, who we've interviewed. His mother passed away recently.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
And I had the privilege, really, it was a privilege to actually go to her homegoing ceremony. It was a Catholic mass. And Rockman mentioned, and he never, ever told anybody this. So he waited until, of course, his mom was gone, but she was I stand corrected. He did not mention it. His uncle did at this brunch that happened afterwards. And she was the very first person, because Prince wasn't doing interviews.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't talking to anybody. She had told her brother, I need you to give me an interview with Prince. And he did.
Wow.
And he called the house. Hello, this is Brent. You know, I mean, Rockman tells me the story now, and I'm like in it, like, oh my God. He said, yeah, it was like nothing for Prince to just call up the house, you know, because they became really good friends. But she was in radio. Yes, and she was also an orator and, speech pathologist, and just an amazing woman based on what everybody's, I didn't have the privilege of knowing her, but this amazing woman, and man, she met Prince.
Yeah, that's,
she sat just like you. So I feel like I'm having the very first Devin Way interview.
Man.
No, I mean, listen.
Speak it.
I just feel like this is the beginning of something so magnificent and so great, because I watch you. Okay, on your Instagram, like, tell me your process. Tell me your process. I've watched you perform, and he'll go live. He shares a lot of his, very intimate in the studio, late nights, doing your thing. And I've been watching you, and it's just beautiful to watch.
Oh, thank you, man.
So your growth is amazing. What's the process like? What do you feel?
That's exactly what it is. I do what feels good. Like, the last couple of performances I had, actually live performances, they were super, they were pretty whack. I just wasn't confident, who I was, and the music. I didn't even understand, what message I was trying to get across. So I had to take some time, to really think about that. Like, what am I trying to get them? Am I just doing music just to do it? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's something about the nighttime. Anytime after 12, it's just when the magic happens. And sometimes I'm up till 5, 6 in the morning, just, and I get stuck a lot of times. I won't even finish the song. I just stay there shedding because it feels so good. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I just do what feels good, and honestly write about all of my experiences. Like, kind of telling on myself, but hey, that's life, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you brought something for us to hear.
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely.
You ready to share?
Most definitely.
Okay, so we get a taste test live exclusive.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song? Set it up for us.
Room 404. It's about 2 muses, actually, and I thought a muse was a bad thing, but you actually have women, who want to be muses. You have men who want to be a muse.
I have a couple of them.
I'm looking for another one. But no. So yeah, I didn't in the situation with the 2 females in different times. I didn't understand what it was. Mm-hmm. But now that I think about it, they inspired me. One actually inspired me to write 3 songs. Like, I met her. I met her at church on a Sunday, and we hung out together every day for a whole month. This is right before, it was crazy, man. Like, so that was a super dope situation.
And that was not a love interest. It was just, she was just inspired to be in your presence.
Yeah. And so I started writing the song. It was super simple. And, I had to really sit there. I called my sister in LA, Marty. I'm like, yo, I need to add some more, because it was just super dry. And, so I finally started working on it again and put 2 different situations in it. And like I said, I'm currently looking for some more experiences to finish it. But it's pretty nice.
So what are we gonna set it up for us? What's the name of the track?
Room 404. That's okay. It's funny. That's her apartment number, but
oh, wow.
Right now, you're listening to Room 404 by Devin Way on Taste Test Live.
Have a taste.
This whole thing we call time is just an illusion. You ever just chilling with somebody and y'all just vibing. involved, you know, just chilling. And if you haven't met that somebody, I need you to get on top of that. And just to let you know, I could use another muse.
If you ain't the muse, who is? I'm trying to find the words to say with this pen. Baby girl was only good for inspiration. Let me get on top without no hesitation. Shake twirl with your friends. Blame it on the drink, cause that was back then. Try to have me fool with your hesitation. Now we ain't cool, now that's a celebration.
That was dope.
No, appreciate it, man.
It was like very chill, really conversational.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how many muses again inspired that track?
2 as of now. So we'll see what happens.
So does that mean that the track is going to evolve and become something else?
Oh, it's definitely going. Yeah, it's definitely going to evolve.
Okay. All right. So we got a chance to hear edit 1.
Feel like I'm doing like the Trapped in the Closet series or something.
That's not bad at all.
No, it is now.
Okay.
It is now.
Well, now, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Because you're not fondling the girls on your muses, right? I'm sorry. I apologize.
You don't have to answer that question.
I'm not.
I don't think you would fondle a muse.
No.
But let me tell you, man. Okay, so is that a lead into an album, or is it just a single right now?
Definitely. To say the least, I actually have 2 albums that's going to release this year. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I'm trying to, not having the budget to do what I envision. It's like you got to find another way to make it happen. So
I think you've done that.
Yeah,
based on what we heard.
Oh, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear the evolution of that track.
Yeah, me too.
So it's like I kind of like when I heard it, I'm thinking room 404. You walk down this hallway, and you head toward the door, and then you're knocking at the door, and the door opens.
Sound like I need to be writing this down.
No, you could just you can go back and listen to this later.
Definitely.
But you knock at the door, and all of a sudden the door opens. She invites you in for conversation, and that's where it leaves off.
Yeah.
And then it leaves a lot of room to be desired, I think. There's a lot of I love it, man. It's so chill. I love
Appreciate it.
So it reminds me of it's got a lot of Asian influences.
I didn't even think about that.
That melodic rhythm. It's got that Asian influence to it. So
I just kind of envision like a old nightclub, and it's kind of because the whole reggae thing. Like I just envision people just dancing. Like it feels good. So I mean, you move when music feels good.
All right. So when can we anticipate like being able to get that in online stores?
I plan on releasing it on my birthday, which is April 4th. That's around the corner. So
4-4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That is dope. I didn't even think about
room
that.
404.
On 404.
Wow.
So I definitely have to make that happen now.
I think so. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. We got to have a follow-up conversation about it too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Will there be just more than one single, or you're just going to go with that first?
No, it's going to be more than one. I'm not sure of the others yet, but I have a meeting with one of the muses tomorrow, so hopefully she helps me finish the lyrics.
There's a lot of mystery and mystique. Don't you feel like, like he's holding some information back that he's not really wanting to tell us?
Yeah, he's not meeting with the music collaborators. He's meeting with just the
muses. Like, who meets with their muse?
To create an experience for the lyrics.
Hey, she say she felt honored, so no.
Do they ask what they got to do? Like, what?
She did, but I don't know. Like, that's a weird question. So I'm just we're just gonna.
You don't tell her what to wear or anything.
I thought about that, but no, just whatever happens. Like,
oh wow, damn. Wow. Okay.
And she knows she's gonna be a part of a musical.
She does. I text her. I'm like, hey, I asked her how her day was going. And I was like, question, how do you feel about being a muse? And she's like, she sent like the little hard eyes emoji and was like, I'm going to tell you exactly what she said. She was like, I would be honored. She said, I low-key feel noticed or something. I was like, you should feel that way every day, all that good stuff. And so I'm like, when we going to make it happen? I was like, I leave, this weekend. She was like, I'm free Wednesday. Let's link up. I think we're going to go to Black Sheep first. And just see what it went
to.
So
it's a little farm to table action.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, man.
So you got to buy dinner and stuff like that?
No, I don't. We're going to eat before we get there. We might buy some
drinks.
I
was going to say, wouldn't that come into your
drinks
recording
on
budget?
The rooftop?
Drinks
on the rooftop?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Black Sheep will definitely cut into your recording budget.
This is true.
Well, no, I mean, it's not really a budget for that because I do everything myself.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
That's the easy part, I guess you would say.
So tell me a little bit about your recording process. What do you use?
Right now I use Logic as my recording DAWs, what I started in. I'm learning to mix in Pro Tools, but that process it's a bit of a learning curve. But yeah, I have a simple setup. What's funny, man, before I even started recording, my friend Andre gave me this microphone. It's a cheap MXL like 10 years ago.
Troutman?
No, Andre McCullough.
Oh yeah, VJ.
Yeah, so he gave me this microphone that I had nothing to do with it. And it's the weirdest thing. Like, I've tried $300, $400 microphones and just, I don't know, the color that it has to it, it just fits. Like, so yeah, I just have a simple setup. My computer interface, MIDI board, and of course my guitar and stuff. And
a lot of creativity.
And you got to make it happen.
And apparently inspiration that comes from views.
Yeah. That he experienced first and then writes about it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I was writing about it while experiencing it. It's funny. But that's the old version.
Sit right here. Hold on. Now come over here. Put your arms
And
around
what's
me.
funny is one of the girls, she actually told me, she was like, yo, I use you as my muse sometimes. And she gave me an idea. And I'm like, yo. She was like on trying to be in a committed relationship and like, yo.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, she was, man. Like every lyric that you hear is true. Like I'm not gonna call any names though.
Okay. He doesn't kiss and tell.
Nope, don't kiss and tell.
But you can hear about it in the music.
I can't wait. I have to say, it's very Prince-like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The mystique and the mysterious is like Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a heck of a compliment.
And I can. I'm gonna give you a little tip right here. So you're single. You have your single art done.
Yeah, no.
Make that 404 purple.
Oh, that'd be super dope. Well, green is my color though.
Okay, it could be green and purple.
Green and purple. There we
The
go.
text could be green and then the
No.
numbers purple.
The text has to be purple.
Oh, okay.
But the background has to be green influenced. But the text has to be purple.
Oh, I can see that.
I see like crushed velvet.
I was thinking like finding a hotel that has the number 404 on it or something. Have the door open and have a light green bulb in the room or something.
Man.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something right there.
That sounds.
You can just take that right there and run with it. That's some free consulting for you.
Game for free.
Appreciate
For
it,
real.
brother.
Yeah. All right. So take a few moments and tell everybody. Oh, wait, let me back up. You said you were leaving.
Yeah, unfortunately, but
You're leaving Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, yeah.
Okay. But you're going not far.
Not far at all.
Okay.
Not far at
You
all.
care to disclose where you're heading?
I'm headed to Atlanta. It's been calling me for some years actually, and I kind of ignored it. I tried the whole California thing, and life is about experiencing and learning from them. So yeah, I'm headed to Atlanta.
It's a vortex there too.
It is. Oh man, I'm glad you reminded me about that. So yeah, I'm headed to Atlanta, to pursue myself as an artist. I've kind of been in the background 6-7 years. I play drums for cats downstairs and just various people around the city. And I feel like it's more to my life than just playing drums for people. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
headed
definitely
there.
think you have it when it comes to producing, and based on the music that you're creating, that little snippet of that we heard, the song. I definitely feel like there's room for you in Atlanta,
I appreciate it.
and
man.
it's a launch pad for something great. So you have to come back
Oh, definitely.
and do like a live in studio performance of
that's dope.
Room 404 live.
Yeah.
And we'll have a whole set for you. You got to design the set.
I'm with it.
Blue's going to contact some videographers who I'm gonna throw some shade at. Because every videographer that we had come in the studio,
Yes.
I don't see any product.
Well, at
from
least
it.
we're going to
y'all-
get the other one
have y'all
from
met Ray?
Dewey.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, he did the other one.
I'll believe it when I see
Okay.
it. I believe when I see it more than a minute.
Y'all need to meet Ray. I think his last name is Caprio.
Okay.
This dude has been shooting for a year, and the best that I've seen so far in the
Really?
city. Like, he's actually doing some stuff with one of the Jaguar players.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But he
Forward
he
his,
has an
information.
eye. I got you.
Yeah. Connect the dots. And is he reliable?
Oh, he's very reliable.
Does he deliver the product, or he just show up with camera and every equipment and make it look real good?
No.
Okay.
He's-
God. I'm going to make sure everybody hear this.
It's real hot.
They should.
It's hot in the room.
Now it
This
is.
is funny. The music is actually texting me right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. This is...
Very interesting.
I'm taking a deep breath. Whew. Jesus. Okay. So tell everybody how they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook, of course, at Devin Way, which is DevinWay. You can find me on Instagram at DJW Music with a K, and SoundCloud at Devin Way. And of course, everything is on all digital outlets like Amazon Music, not Apple Music, Spotify, and I believe CD Baby post on YouTube as well. So yeah, all of the details are on my social media when everything is going to be released. So please go follow me, and I'll follow you back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you stopping by.
Oh man, I appreciate you.
Taste
having
Test
me.
Live, man. I'm excited about your future.
Thank you, bro.
Oprah, I'll borrow this line from Oprah. Your future so bright it's burning my eyes.
Dope.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's super deep, man. I'm excited to hear your stuff too, my brother.
Oh,
This is about you today.
I know it, but hey,
Maybe you'll sit down and interview me
hey, I'm with it.
in Atlanta
Let's do it.
with Shantae Can.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Blue, go ahead and take a moment and tell us what we need to do next.
If you like what you heard, please follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Taste Test Radio. And head over to www.tastetest.live where you can find all of our old episodes and hear our past guest interviews.
Yes, that's right. Also, I have to thank all of my Patreon, the new Patreon subscribers. It's growing.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get some financial support. I have to verbally mention this person does not want to be named. There was an anonymous donor. Her name is Carol S. from New York
Hey, Carol.
that donated $500.
Yeah.
And I have to say thank you so much for that. That money has been put to good use. That's
Yes.
going toward the video production. Of course, I'm anticipating and waiting on when we'll actually get a product so that Carol S. can actually see where her money's going.
Yes, and we're going to call them tonight.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm throwing the whole shade tree. Yeah. So that's our show for this week. Again, thank you, Devin Way, for joining us and bringing the chill, sexy mystique and the mysterious vibe of room 404.
No doubt. Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to walk all the way in.
Now that sounds good. Don't join in on the action.
No, I'm going to be looking.
Oh.
That's our show this week. Thank you guys so much for listening. Taste Test Live is supported by listeners like you. If you enjoy the show and want to make sure I can keep making it at this rate, then head over to tastetest.live and click the button that says Patreon. There you can learn how you can help and get some perks for your support. If you're unable to support Taste Test Live financially, then share the show. Tell your friends about it and subscribe to our podcast on your favorite podcast service. I really enjoy sharing this podcast with you and producing it every week. Thank you so much for listening.